Hey, so Leaked Demos 2006 finally got released on vinyl. Um, it was released on cassette some years ago, and even had a reworked version of Nobody Moves on it, which is fucking awesome. But yeah, this is the first time it's on vinyl. There was like a 10-inch that was released like some years ago that had three reworked versions of Missing You, 1996, and Brother Song on there, along with the demo versions on the B-side. But this is the first like time all 9 songs are on vinyl together, and that's fucking awesome. And I just wanted to kind of go over them today and talk about them because I love these songs. And I want to start off by reading a message from the band that is on the on here. In 2006, these 9 songs were a part of a larger group of songs that we were working on for our third album, the one that later that year would become The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me. When they leaked onto the internet, we felt that their worth as potential album pieces was compromised, so we abandoned many of them. Our fans, however, would not let them die so easily. So this tape is a thank you to all of you who ever heard these songs and came to care about them in the same way we always have. Sincerely, Jesse Lacey and Brand New. We still do not know how this music found its way onto the internet. 418. 418 is like a mysterious like number that the band really fucks with. I think it just stands for Forever 18, which is like a reference to a song called Soca Amaretto Lime from their very first album, Your Favorite Weapon. And yeah, I'm going to talk about the songs now. So starting off with Good Man, which is a pretty short, sweet song. I love the lyric, I wrote your name and burned it to see the color of the flame, and it burnt out the whole spectrum, as if you were everything. Mine just burned gold, a normal flame. I am not anything. Like, just poetry. Like, it's so fucking good. There's been a full band version that's been performed live like last year, I think. That's pretty awesome. That adds some new lyrics. And I'm like, I can't find any trace of it on the internet, but I swear to God, I remember Andrea King Lacey, like Jesse Lacey's wife, covered the song once and changed the lyric to like, I'm glad I found a good man, which the song notoriously ends with, I'm glad you found a good man, as if Jesse Lacey's talking to an ex-partner that is like moved on and found happiness somewhere else because he wasn't the best partner and all that garbage. You know, he's a fucking tortured artist and all of this shit, and notoriously has been kind of an asshole throughout a lot of his life, although I truly believe he's turned around and is like, you know, a lot more brought down to earth and like cool now than he used to be back in the 2006 and shit. Yeah, I love this song. I think it's phenomenal. I would highly recommend it. Next is 1996, which is another fucking heater. Just like great guitar work in this song. I love the solo. I think it's fucking awesome. It's about a girl with an incurable disease that apparently is some girl that the band used to know in high school. And them coping with like something that, you know, just coping with that. It's not the first song about an incurable disease that they've talked about. Like Guernica touches on the similar themes, and I think the song is pretty good. Brother's Song is was later reworked into a Lock a Cock, which is just Coca-Cola backwards. And I do prefer the Brothers Song version a lot more than Coca-Cola. This song is about the fear that his brother will have to go to war. There's a lot of like war themes throughout the leaked demos. I don't know if it was like a concept album at some point or what, but there's like a big war theme throughout the rest of these songs. And the lyric, I'll be dead before you put a gun in my brother's hand, is just like very hard hitting, I feel. And the song is just very nostalgic. Like, come out to the car, there's an east swell coming, and it's howling offshore, and we'll be lying like lions in the sun or something. I don't know, I'm like blanking on the lyrics right now, but I'll put them here. And I just find them very like warm and nice, and it's like enjoying the final days before you might have something terrible fucking happen, like your brother might go to war or something, you know what I mean? I love the song. I think it's a very big standout track on these demos. Missing You is apparently a tribute to Jesse's grandfather who passed away. I don't know that for sure. I'm not sure if the band's ever spoken about that, but that's what Genius Lyrics says. So there's a lyric about like to think of all the paintings we would be without if Van Gogh had gone and died face down the night he went and hacked his ear off. I love that lyric so fucking much. It's just like, it's like motivation to keep going, you know, despite like horrible shit. Like, you know, just keep fucking going. You never know what you'll create or like the good that'll come. That's just my interpretation of that. I absolutely love the chorus on this one. Very strong song. Like all these songs are. Brand New's fucking insane. Nobody Moves is about a bank robbery / hostage situation. It was re-recorded on the cassette. There's like a new version of it. That's fucking awesome. I love the quiet chorus on this one with just like the little keys. It's just like so beautiful. And I feel like this song is epic and a big highlight on this album. Next is the demo version of Luca, which has made its way onto The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me later that year in 2006, which I would love to cover. The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me. I would love to review that in November or something, whatever day that came out in November 2006. I'm going to talk about it 20 years later this year. Yeah, this is one of 2 songs on this demo that made it to The Devil and God. And I think this one's fantastic. It's about Luca Brasi. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I've never watched The Godfather, but he's from The Godfather, and he drowned in cement boots to sink into the ocean. So yeah, I'm not sure what happened in The Godfather. I've never fucking seen that shit. Sorry. But like, yeah, it's about that character. And I love the lyric, never show doubt in your hand till you know what they've got. And I think this song, it's just acoustic, but there's like little drums near the end, and I think it's pretty fucking awesome. Fork and Knife is just like a piano-led song with really upbeat drums, and this is my favorite song on the record. It's the one I go back to the most. Genius says it's about growing up and the loss of youth. I never really saw that until reading that. I'm like, yeah, I guess it is about that. Whatever it is a fucking awesome song with brilliant lyrics and just like a great groove that I go back to time and time again. And there's I think this song actually released in like 2006 or something, with an all blue cover and a bridge. That's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, Sowing Season is the next track that made it on to The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me, with this one having like a major difference. Like it's a full band production on there that's like so fucking heavy and like cool. Apparently this is about his uncle, Jesse's uncle Leo, who fought in World War II. I read something about him being like sent out to war in Japan, and then Nagasaki and Hiroshima happened, and he got brought back home. And the relief that he felt amongst the devastation that he also felt at the same time about hearing that. It's like, it's good that he came home. Horrible that fucking tragedy happened. I don't know if that's true. I'm not sure if the band has said anything about this shit. Just some shit I read on Genius. I like the changed lyrics about Leo loving his wife and all that stuff. I do think I prefer the introspection and the personal touches of Sowing Season on The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me, along with the epic like guitars and like giant fucking chorus and everything. But Nagasaki and Hiroshima infamously get brought back up into 137. Let's Go Play Nagasaki. Yeah, so it's definitely something that, like, World War II, those atomic bombs that went off, definitely impacted Jesse. And yeah, I enjoy the demo version of Sowing Season, but the full finished version is like leagues better in my opinion. And then it ends in Battalions, which is the name of my first band. And it references Shakespeare in the chorus. It reminds me of U2 with the guitar chords and the guitar work and everything. I think there's an old title of like Vinny Becomes the Edge or something, like when these songs just didn't have titles and it was like Untitled '09. I would say this song is a little long, though I loved it in my youth. I feel like I don't ever really put it on now that as I've grown older. I don't really go back to it all that often. My friend Justin said it was like reworked into Archers a little bit. Like this seems like an older version of Archers. I guess that's in the chorus. I'm not really certain what he means by that, but I think like I've seen online that people agree with that statement. So that's pretty fucking cool. I'm glad these songs became something else, and yeah. So yeah, that's Leaked Demos 2006. Here's the backside of the artwork as well. Pretty cool. I got it on Electric Smoke, the first pressing of this vinyl. And I'm feeling like a 7.9 out of 10 on this release. I fucking love it. I love a lot of the tracks. I would say points are taken out for, them just not being finished. And that's about it, really. These all have fantastic ideas. They are poetic. They sound very good. They sound very good. God, that's so stupid in a music review. But they sound great, man. I would highly recommend this band to you. I would start with The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me over this project, probably, if I were you. But this has some great ideas in it, and it feels like very different than The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me. Like it feels like a little bit more hopeful. It's like a little less daunting and dark. Like The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me is such a fucking depressing album, so it's very heavy. This one feels lighter to listen to. Yeah, I'm glad these songs saw the light of day. I'm glad they're getting their time to shine. I'm glad I have them on vinyl, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to review a brand new album at some point. I hope it comes out this year. And have a great day. Bye.